Well, now the following set of exercises will deal with simple surds equations. Okay, let's dive into it. Okay, we have question A. That's the square root of x minus 4 minus 5 equal to 0. Now to solve this, we will first get rid of the number. The integer -5. Okay, so we move it on the other side of the equal sign. So this will be square root of x minus 4 equal to positive 5. Then to solve this, I will get rid of the square root of 2 also. So by raising this side to the power of 2, but whatever we do on the left, we must also do on the right, some operation. So knowing that this power of 2 will cancel the square root of 2, then this will be x minus 4 equal to 5. Not 5, but 25. 25. Now, if I move the -4 over, 25 plus 4 will become 29. So 29 is the solution of this question. You can check it. If you substitute 29 over here, you got 29 minus 4, okay, which is 25. And square root of 25 is 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. So that's the solution. Now, question B, okay, says that square root of x minus 4 plus 5 equal to 0. Over here, if we move the 5 over, that makes a square root of x minus 4 equal to -5. Now, there we cannot continue here because this would not generate a negative answer because the value of x will always be the value of x minus 4 must be strict positive integer, for which the square root will be also a positive integer here. So then we say not applicable. C. Question C says that square root of 5x plus 6 plus x, no, not plus x, but equal x, equal to x. Now to solve this, we are going to raise both sides to the power of 2. 5x plus 6 equal to x. We raise both sides to the power of 2 to cancel the radical sign, okay, of the first side, the left hand side, and then this will make 5x plus 6 equal to x squared. Now we are then going to move whatever we have on the left hand side to the right hand side, okay, and then these parts here will be 0, but then we can just write it x squared minus 5x minus 6 equal to 0. I prefer to write 0, keep 0 on the right hand side. So if I move this over, it becomes -5x. I move the positive 6 over, it becomes -6. So meaning 0 is left here. So 0 it will be equal to, it's going to be 0 equal to x squared minus 5x minus 6. But I prefer to say x squared minus 5x minus 6 equal to 0. Then we have a quadratic trinomial here where we can solve this by factorization. Okay, this equal to 0. Now I'm going to look at the last term, which is -6. Then I'm going to check for the values of x. Okay, I mean the value of the factors of -6 in ascending order will be 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Now I'm looking for which couple in this list of couples here will make a sum equal to the coefficient of the middle term -5. Now we can see that we can get -5 if we use -2 and -3. But check this out. -2 times -3 doesn't make -6, but makes +6. You see? And then we have a -6. We need the -6. So we cannot take -2 and -3. But we can rather take a +1 and -6 because 1 minus 6 makes -5. And then 1 times -6 makes -6, that is -6. So over here, we can just place in +1 and then -6 there. Then this means that x plus 1 is 0, or x minus 6 is 0, which means that x equal to -1 or x equal to 6. Now, these are the solution, but we need to be careful here. When we have an equation involving roots, we need to check for the valid answer. Let's see. Let's check here. I'm gonna check. Let's say x has the value of -1. Okay, so in this equation, we have like initially it was square root of 5x plus 6, okay, equal to 1. So I'm gonna sub in the values 1 and 1 there, -1 actually. Now what do we have? That makes what square root of 5 times -1 makes -5 plus 6 equal to, I don't really need to continue because I have a negative answer here already. Because of that, we say that there is no solution, because this would be like square root of 1 equal -1, which is not applicable, no solution. Okay, but if we check for the other, this is if x equal to -1, and if x equal to 6, what we will have, we will have square root of 5, open brackets, like that, 6 equal to -6, actually positive 6, I mean, if I sub 6 there and then 6 for x, this will be square root of 30 plus 6 equal to 6. Yes, this, because that makes square root of 36 equal to 6, that's true. So the only acceptable solution here is x equal to 6. And then the other one is not applicable. Not applicable. Okay. The following question will be question D. That is a square root of 3x minus 2 equal to, not equal, but minus x equal to 0. And to solve this, we first get rid of the negative x, we move it over, and then this will be square root of 3x minus 2 equal to x. Then we're going to raise this to the power of 2, and that also to the power of 2. And then knowing that the power of 2 here, we cancel with the radical sign, and then this makes 3x minus 2 equal to x squared. So we can move whatever on the left to the right, and then write x squared minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Now, the last term is positive 2, and the factors of 2 are 1 and 2. Okay, then we can solve this by factorization. If we write x there and then x is there equal to 0. Now the factors to get -3, it's only if we have like -1 and -2 there, and then that makes -1, -2. Therefore, here the solutions will be like x minus 1 is 0 or x minus 2 is 0. So now x minus 1, we can move the -1 over, so that makes x is 1 or x is equal to 2. Now we can check which solution is true. We can use the calculator, okay? Like see if x is 1, for instance, meaning in the square root here, we can just substitute 3 open bracket like that, minus 2. So I'm gonna sub in the value of x there, 1. So what does it make? It's 1. Okay. Wait. And then outside the roots minus the value of x is 1 also. So this is like 3x minus 2 within the square root minus x minus x. So in this case, when x is 1, and then let's check if our answer will be equal to 0. If I hit there, equal, we got 0. So this is a valid solution. Okay, and now let's check if so this is a valid solution. Perfect rectangle. Let's check if also 2 is a valid solution. Means wherever we have x, we're going to substitute by 2 or sub 2 there for x, and then our sub also 2 here for x, and then when we hit equal, we got 0. So therefore 2 is also a valid solution. So those two are the solutions of the question. Now E is x plus square root of negative 4x minus 3 equal to 0. Right. So we move the x over. So that makes that square root of negative 4x minus 3 equal to negative x. Now that we have a negative x here, I would say there is no solution because it's a negative. No, we cannot say that because we don't know the value of x. In case x is a negative, negative and negative would make a positive. So we cannot conclude when we have a variable, when we have an equation like that, we cannot say this is not applicable. But what we can do is we raise both sides to the power of 2, okay? And then this power of 2 cancel the radical sign, and then this will be negative 4x minus 3 equal to x squared. Actually, not negative x squared, but x squared. Now, if we move everything from the left to the right and then write them all to the left, that makes x squared plus 4x plus 3 equal to 0. Now the last term here is just positive 3, and then the factors of 3 are 1 and 3, and then we can factorize this if we can have positive 4 if it's a positive 1 and a positive 3. So positive 1 and a positive 3. Then this means that x plus 1 is 0, or x plus 3 is 0, which means that x is negative 1 or x is negative 3. Now let's check if the solution is correct here. Now on the right, keep x in the bracket like that, x plus square root of negative 4 x, I'll leave bracket, minus 3. Okay, check if the answer we're gonna get here by substituting by the value of x will be equal to 0. Now let's see if x is if x has a value of negative 1, or sub negative 1 there for x, negative 1, and hit equal, yes, it is equal to 0. So this means negative 1 is a solution. Okay, now let's check also for negative 3. Then now let's check for negative 3. If x is negative 3, negative 3 there, and then hit equal, yes, this means negative 3 is also a solution of this equation. Now F, the question F says square root of x plus 2 plus 4 plus 4 equal x. So over here, we need to get, we have like two terms here. We need to get rid of one term, and the term that we are supposed to get rid of, move on the other side of the equal sign, is this positive 4. we cannot move this. If we move that over, calculation will become very long and complicated. So now we move this positive 4 over the constant, and then that will be square root of x plus 2 equal to x minus 4. Then over here, we can say x minus 4 is negative because we don't know the value of x. So we will raise both sides to the power of 2. Okay, and then this will be knowing that this we cancel, and then we have like x plus 2 equal to if we apply one of the law of exponent here, like x minus 4 times x minus 4, and we have a formula for that, but let's just extend it. Note that this is not x squared minus 16, okay? This is like x minus 4 times x minus 4, okay? Then we can solve by extending like x times x times negative 4, or negative 4 times x, or negative 4 times negative 4. Or we can also apply this property. The property says that a plus b, or a plus minus b raised to the power of 2 equal to a squared plus minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, it's a property. So with a negative, we say x squared minus 2ab plus b squared. With a positive, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So I prefer to use this property, or else you can also solve by extending and then simplifying. But this property here is much quicker than this. So this will be here my a is x and my b is negative 4. So I'm gonna say x plus 2 will be equal to x squared minus 2ab, so 2 times 4 times x, that makes 8x plus b squared, which is 4 squared, 16. Then this means if I move everything from the left to the right and I write them all into the right, it's going to be like x squared minus 8x plus 16 minus x and then minus 2 equal to 0. So this positive x becomes negative x here, positive 2 becomes negative 2 there, and then this will make x squared minus 8x, not minus 8 but minus 9x, because we have like negative 8x and negative x there, and then positive 16 and negative 2 makes positive 14 equal to 0. Then we can solve this by factorization by putting x within the bracket like that equal to 0. Now I'm gonna write here 14, okay? Factors of 14 are 1 and 14, 2 and 7. Now to get, it's gonna be like if it's negative 2 and negative 7. So placing negative 2, negative 7 there. Because negative 2 minus 7 makes negative 9, and negative 2 times negative 7 makes positive 14. Then this will be x equal to 2 or x equal to 7. Now we can check the calculator to see which solution will be valid. So I'm gonna write here square root of x, I keep x in the bracket like that, plus 2, and then outside the bracket plus 4, and then see if the value of x, if x is 2, I sub 2 there, the answer will still be 2. Now let's see, if I sub 2 there and then hit the equal button, we got 6. You see, if x is 2, the answer is not 2, but it's so meaning x equal to 2 is not a valid answer. So over here we can just say not applicable. Okay, but now let's check if x is 7. We're going to sub 7 there. So in the calc for x, I'm gonna sub 7 and then hit equal. Yes, if x Well, the other question here is question G. I'm gonna write here G. Okay, sorry. The question says that square root of excuse me, square root of 4 minus 2x minus square root of x plus 1 equals 0. Okay, so we can just move this root over, and this makes square root of 4 minus 2x equals to square root of x plus 1. Then we will set this to the power of 2, the left and right side to the power of 2. Then the power of 2, we cancel the roots. And then this will be equal to 4 minus 2x equal to x plus 1. Now, I'll move the negative 2x over, and then the 1 over. That makes like 4 minus 1 equal to x plus 2x. And that makes 3 equal to 3x. And then we can divide both sides by 3. Okay. Divide both sides by 3, and then we have like 1 equal to x. So therefore, x is just equal to 1. That was G. And then H. The question is square root of 5 minus x plus 1 plus 1 plus x equal to 0. Okay, so what we can do here, we will move 1 plus x over, and then this would be square root of excuse me, square root of 5 minus x equal to negative 1 negative x. So in this situation, I would prefer to write it like 5 minus x equal to, instead of write negative 1 negative x, I will write like negative, okay, I will take negative out. So this can be written as, it's like taking negative 1 out as for common factor, okay? But I don't need to write negative 1, I can just say negative there outside the bracket, and then within the bracket, I can just write 1 plus x, okay? 1 plus x. Then we will square both sides, raise both sides to the power of 2, okay? This also to the power of 2. We know that here, the radical sum will be cancelled, and then we have left with 5 minus x equal to this side to the power of 2, will just become, okay, it is good as if it was 1 plus x to the power of 2, you know? And then this is like 5 minus x equal to 1 plus x to the power of 1 plus x times 1 plus x. And then it means 5 minus x equal to 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times x is x, and then x times 1 is x, and then x times x is x squared. And now this makes 5 minus x equal to 1 plus 2x plus x squared. Now we can move everything from the left hand side to the right hand side. That will be okay, maybe let me first write it as 5 minus x equal to, I'm writing in ascending order, so it's x squared plus 2x plus 1. Now moving everything from left to the right, it's going to be x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 5 plus x, okay, because the sign will changes here. Then we can simplify, that makes x squared plus 2x plus x makes 3x, and then 1 minus 5 makes negative 4 equals 0. Now we have a quadratic trinomial, and then I'll write here negative 4. Then I'm going to list all the factors of negative 4. They are like 1 and 4, 2 and 3, and then we can get positive 3 excuse me, only if with 1 and 4, if this is negative and not positive. So negative 1 plus 4 makes positive 3. Then here we write x there in the bracket. We can just place in negative 1 and positive 4. So this means that x squared, x minus 1 equals 0, or x plus 4 equals 0. Then we can solve this. This makes x equal 1 or x equal to negative 4. We can check the solution of this. Okay, let's check if let's say if x equal to 1, for instance. Okay, therefore we will have square root of 5, okay, minus x plus 1 will be plus 1 plus x equal to 0. Now substitute the values of, so it was 1 here, 1 there. So 5 minus 1, 5 minus 1, so 5 minus x plus 1 equal to 0. Now let's see, square root of 5 minus 1, 5 minus 1 is 4, so square root of 4 is 2. So 2 plus 1 plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, we can see that not equal to 0 because this makes 4. Now, therefore, we say that this one is not applicable. This solution is not applicable. Now, let's see if x equal to 4. So, if x equal to 4, then this will be 5 minus x plus 1 plus x equal to 0. Now I will sub in the value of x by 4, and then 4, and then or negative 4, that's going to be negative 4, and then negative 4. Now 5 minus negative 4 makes plus 4, so this will be a square root of 9 plus 1 minus 4 here. And then this, of course, this makes 3. Square root of 9 is 3 plus 1 minus 4 equals 0. True. So therefore, this is the only solution of this question. Okay. And the last question is question question I, which is given by square root of x plus 5 multiplied by square root of x minus 2 equal to 3 square root of okay, let's just make it like this, 3 square root of 2. So over here, because this is a product, okay, we can combine these products. We can say x plus 5 and then x minus 2, like that, equal to 3 root 2. Or we can do this. We can move these 3 inside the root. We can move the 3 inside the root. Remember, it's going to be like a square root of 2 multiplied by 3 squared. Okay, because if we break it, it will be that 3 root 2. So if I move it inside the root because I want to do this, I can then drop the roots here like this, or raise both sides to the power of 2. It means the same thing. Then this will be x times x makes x squared, x times let's write like this first: x plus 5, x minus 2 equal to 2 times 3 squared is 9, right? 2 times 9 is 18. Now we can times here, that makes x squared minus 2x plus 5x minus 10 equal to 18. Then this makes x squared plus 3x. If I move 18 over, that makes negative 28 equal to 0. Then 28, factors of 28 are 1 and 28, 2 and 14. What else? 4 and 7. That's all. Now, if we need to get a positive 3, this is possible if we put a negative here and then positive 7 there. And then this would be x and then x there, minus 4 and then plus 7 there equal to 0. Now, this means that the values of x are 4 or negative 7. Now, we can check for the valid answer. If, for instance, we let x to be equal to 4, I'm going to write here, if x equals 4, I'll sub the value of 4 for x. This will be like square root of, let's say, plus 5 multiplied by minus 2 equal to 3 root 2. Okay, now 4 there, and then negative 7. That will make what? Let's see. Of course, this makes 3 multiplied by this part here is a negative. This makes negative 9, and the square root of negative 9 is not valid. It's not real. So 4 cannot be the value of x. Now we can just say that here this is not applicable. Now, if, for instance, then we substitute the value, okay, by let's take out 4 instead. Oh yeah, there I meant to write 4, not negative 7, but negative 4. But anyway, even if I put negative, even if I put 4, excuse me, for supposed to be like 4 and 4. Oh yeah, that's correct. Now let's see. Square root of 4 plus 5 makes 9, and square root of 9 is 3. And then 4 minus 2 is 2, and then square root of 2 is equal to 3 root 2. So this is not a valid answer. Excuse me, this is actually a right answer. X equal to 4. Okay, now we can also check if x equal to negative 7 then, and this will be square root of x plus 5 multiplied by square root of x minus 2 equal to 3 root 2. Then we sub in there negative 7 and then negative 7. Now the fact that we have a negative answer within the roots here, we can say that this solution is not applicable. It's not a valid answer. Thank you.